Hey there, Josh. So, rookie minicamp is here. How are you feeling?
Amazing. It's too nice outside not to be.
So, what are some of the things that you all have been working on since you have all been together so far this weekend?
Yeah, obviously just getting in, learning the playbook as fast as we can, and then getting out there and just trying to perfect technique and stuff like that. So,
on the field, what do you hope to get out of these 3 days?
I'm really just get out here and work. Smaller group of guys, so get to know them as best as I can, and then obviously just take all the coaching that I can and absorb that and put it into my play.
Some of the veterans have been around the last last couple of days. I don't know who you've seen or what, but what's it been like to be in the building with the guys who you're going to be playing with next year?
I would say not a whole lot of them have been around, but for the ones that I've been around, it's always been great vibes and very welcoming. So.
And working with the O-line coach, what's been sort of the thing they've been kind of working you through the most? What's been your big takeaway, just kind of dealing with the coach directly?
We really just been working a little bit of everything, mainly install stuff and just making sure I got all the plays down and stuff like that. So.
Josh, the first time you put that helmet on with that W on the side, what were your thoughts? What were your feelings?
Well, the helmet felt great. It was pretty unreal. It's really just a dream come true, you know what I mean? So.
And kind of piggybacking off of that, now you're out there on the actual field out there today. These are your dreams coming true. When was the moment that kind of clicked to you out there on the field?
Really just walking out. As soon as I touched the grass, it was like it's here. So.
Hey, Josh, now that you had a couple of days to go through some of the process, classroom, and then the field, what are the things that you have picked up early on right now?
Really, that you do have to know your stuff and know it fast. So that's the only way you're going to get out there. Oh, good catch.
Thanks. Jumped in a little late here, but just, getting to come in here and have this opportunity with the Commanders. Have you had a chance to talk to Jayden Daniels or any of the rookie class yet from last year, and maybe what guidance have they given you here in this process?
Yeah, I talked to Brandon Coleman a little bit, and he just, gave me a little rundown of just how these few days would have been, and it helped me a lot, and just told me just, go out there, be yourself, and make sure you know everything. So.
Josh, we talked a little bit about the Big Ten and going up against Abdul Carter.
I'm sorry.
We talked a little bit about the Big Ten and you going up against Abdul Carter and some of the guys from Michigan. At what point did you realize that when you guys went to the Big Ten, going up against them, at what point did you realize, you know what, I can do this at an elite level?
Yeah, I feel like there wasn't a specific game or moment, but as soon as we knew that we were going into the Big Ten, at the end of the day, it's just football. You got to go out there and play.
Hey, Josh. Since you've gotten here to Washington, what have you learned about the style of play from Dan Quinn and kind of what this coaching staff wants from not only you specifically, but everything that's currently being built here in Washington?
That it moves fast, and I'm pretty used to that, so.
Appreciate that. Cool. I've learned, Dan Quinn talked a lot about communication and kind of those thoughts that you guys are learning as the days go on. How much have you learned so far?
Learned a lot, Really out here is just wanting to compete and make everybody else better. So, just coming in every day with a great mindset, being positive, and, everything will work out for itself.
Is it still a little surreal, or have you kind of sunken into the day-to-day now?
It really just happened today, just now. I was like, man, I'm really here. So, just got to keep on having that great mindset and, just keep on being where my feet are.
Last year, Mike Sanders still came in here and had a heck of a first season for a defensive back. So seeing what he did last year, how excited does that make you for what you can come here and do with Washington?
Yeah, it's going to be real exciting, I'm going to be able to, learn from his footsteps and learning his tools, learn how to communicate, and just being a sponge, just soaking up all types of information. But, yeah, really looking forward to it.
To kind of play on that, Marshawn Lattimore is a Pro Bowl corner, and he's a physical corner. Do you see a little bit of your game in his game?
Everybody's game is different, but you can still learn from it, and just keep on getting all the knowledge you can, and being where he at. I'm looking forward to learning from him. Being the same meetings, and just seeing how everything rolls, and just being confident, So.
Trey, after you were drafted, there were some reports that came out that you had a back issue that caused you to fall off some teams' boards. I'm just wondering what you made of those reports, and really, most importantly, how's your health, how's your back?
Everything's good, I'm out here still competing, practicing every day, so really no, signs.
Hey, Trey. Talk a little bit about when you look at the cornerback room now with all of those guys, that Mikey, Lattimore, Jonathan Jones. What do you add to that room?
What do I add to that room? I feel like as a group we can all build off each other. So just being a great teammate, helping each other out, just learning from each other, just building that chemistry. I feel like that could really just build our DB group and whole different level.
Trey, what did you learn about being at different places that may help you come into a new place and make a transition to the NFL?
Just learning to adjust. Every place is different, but you still gotta get to know people. Just be yourself. So I feel like that's the biggest lesson from jumping from.
And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. A little bit about from the classroom to the field and everything. What have you learned in the classroom early on right now?
Say it again.
What have you learned in the classroom as you start to learn the playbooks and everything, and then taking it out on the field of play?
I feel like I learned, big on note taking. Note taking is a big thing for me. So getting that down pack and transitioning, out there on the field really helped me get out the classroom and really seeing the whole visual and learning what I studied and just going out there and just making plays.
Thanks.
Trey, I'm sure that you had thoughts, you had feelings, you knew that you would make it to this level, probably from once you were in middle school, high school at least. What's it like, though, when you put that helmet on? You knew that you were a pro, you knew that you had made it to this level. What was that moment like for you?
Man, it was just like, it was special, been having this dream since, little kid, and finally here, just want to keep on producing, keep on, just being myself. What got me here, just keep on evolving, like I always say. So I don't want to think too high, think too low, just keep everything chill, and, everything go play out for itself, and just keep God first.
And I don't know if you know this, but this Washington Commanders community, number one, the fan base is super strong. A lot of them are really excited for you to come out here and make an impact. I wonder what your message is to that fan base that's really excited to see you come out here and to make an impact.
Just ready, we're just ready. Can't really say too much. I'm just ready to go out there, keep on competing, being with the guys, really appreciate the fan base and everything. So everything's gonna be good. So yeah.
Just one quick follow-up on the back question. I mean, do you expect to have any limitations or to really deal with it much as the season goes on?
What?
Regarding your back, the report about your back, do you expect to have any limitations or really deal with it much as the season goes on?
Nah, like I said before, I'm out there doing everything. So, I'm practicing, competing still. So, everything is in a great mindset, great, direction.
Cool. And you talked about Marshawn Lattimore and Sanders Hill. What is your process for getting that communication down pat with the guys you're playing alongside?
That's just film study, getting extra work with the coaches, seeing what things I need to work on, just finding ways to, keep on growing, physically and, mentally. So from the neck up, and everything will be good.
Cool. Thank you.
Hey there, and my apologies if you've already been asked this question, but can you share a bit, Trey, about your when you step on the field, what is the energy level that you bring, or how do you describe your game? What do opponents need to be looking out for when you get out there?
Really, I don't bring much energy, but I keep everything relaxed, calm, everything chill, and once I'm on the field, helmet on, everything's just like zones out, and I'm just worried about my assignment, and I'm just going out and like backyard football, everything just disappears when I'm on the field.
And did you have a chance to check out the Commanders at all last season in terms of just watching a game or anything? And what was your takeaway from what this team did last year?
Man, like I had watched some games, especially in the playoffs, and it was just like a great, good setting. And I want to build to that too. I want to come in, be a good, team player, just help to grow, like I always do. And yeah.
All right, thanks, sir.
No problem.
I'm just grateful to God for him giving me this opportunity, but also just the people here at the facility, AP, Coach Quinn, everybody. I'm excited to get to work, meet the rest of the guys, get the ball rolling stuff.
Exactly, in terms of the rest of the guys, joining another wide receiver team, talking to them a little bit, was that conversation?
I not yet, but once they get in, we'll be picking him, Devo, all their brains, and Wes Wilkins here. We got a lot of elite guys, elite receivers that play ball at a high level. So I'm just blessed to be here. Take a few more questions. You guys good?
Jaylin, what is this, like, since you got the call to right now, how would you describe the overall process and the overall experience?
It's been a real fun process, man. They've done a great job welcoming me and the other rookies coming in, and just ready to continue to work and get better each and every day.
What was that moment?
I can't really put it into words, right? For me, it was kind of at that moment like, you worked so hard, you had so many things, you can't just make it right. It hasn't happened yet, right? But to be able to get here and put that helmet on, I think that kind of set in, like, I'm proving people wrong what they thought about me in my high school days, and then I just love the support as well, right? There's a little bit of both from my hometown, and I'm just blessed to be here, and I'm blessed to be able to put on for my hometown to let people know that it's possible.
And final question for you here: this fan base loves their Commanders. I mean, you're really pulling from 3 different states. They absolutely love the Commanders. You're here; they're excited about you. What's your message to this fan base?
I'm ready to come out here and compete. I'm ready to come out here and help the team in any possible way to continue to win games and get back to where we were last year, right? And I just can't wait to get out on the football field and help the team win in any possible way. All
right, appreciate it.
There, this is Candy Waller checking in from Bowie TV. I'm out at Commanders rookie camp. It's a beautiful day outside, and I'm standing here with you. Be sure to tell me your name. I said, hi, you're Jacory. He said, Bill. So can we go ahead and get into the background of why your nickname is Bill?
Okay, Bill is a name that I got when I was younger. I had a bald head, and my peers used to just call me Little Bill, and it kind of just stuck me then. So I'm kind of fine with it. It became like a a household nickname. Like I look forward to building like a brand off it. So I like it.
Okay, so Bill, you can you explain a little bit when I first went into your bio? This is me being very transparent. I was like, okay, he only played 1 game last year, but then of course the staff here really let us know what all went into that. So can you talk about how you faced that adversity last year?
My main thing was I had God close to me. He was with me the whole time. He gave me the strength to just get past that, and my mindset was like, what's next? I knew I had the talent to play at this level, and I just wanted to keep working at my craft every day, like just going to practice, being the meanest and lifting weights and stuff. So it all paid off. I'm here now. I'm a Commander, and it all paid off.
And one of, with you saying that you are a Commander, one of the things that the staff shared with us is about how you just kept showing up and your work ethic. So along with that, what was kind of your mentality about preparing for this next step?
I knew I wanted to be here. I knew I belonged here. This was my dream since I was young, and I was gonna keep working at it no matter what happened. God just blessed me to be out here and just competing with other great athletes around the country.
So can you share a little bit about your Shrine Bowl experience? Okay, you're already smiling. That was something that really just put you to the top of your position group in the overall draft class. So can you share about your Shrine Bowl experience?
It was good to go out there and compete with the other athletes, and
and all that. I mean, and just showing scouts, even though I sat out a year, I mean, I still was working. I'm still in good shape, can play with other guys like anybody in the country. I mean, that's what I went out there and did, and it all worked out.
So how would you describe your game? So when you get out on the field, how do you describe what you bring to this team?
Different with the football, physical, and want to score. So I'll say versatile.
So what else would you like to share about yourself to Commanders fans who are watching? And I know it's a lot of gnats out here, y'all. This is just the vibe. So what do you want to share about with Commanders fans more about you, other than there's a bunch of gnats out here? We need to go inside.
They're gonna get the best out of me every play, and I'm gonna try to I'm gonna make those guys happy. Like whenever that time comes, I'm just out here competing, and whenever my time comes, it's gonna be good.
All right, thank you.